Let's do this. Let's do this. Oh, he a lazy black man. He don't like to work. Say what? Man, check this out. I gotta feed my viewing audience carbohydrates and minerals and proteins. Steam Deck. Steam Deck fans, what's good? Another beautiful day. Yeah. Hope your five senses work, health, and strength is good. What? Steam Deck Tribe, Steam Deck Nation, Steam Deck Universe, Steam Deck World, Steam Deck Legion. What's good? Steam Deck Mob? Outside, man. Let's go. Come on, man. Let's get to it. Squad, what's up with it? Sit here, play with y'all. What's up? We talking about how to install Windows on Steam Deck. Let's do it. It says here, replace Steam OS or run Windows on a removable SD card. Says here, what to know: insert bootable Windows USB drive / micro SD card. Hold volume down, press power button, select removable drive. Alternatively, create a Windows install USB drive. Then on Steam, hold down volume and power. Select EFI USB drive and follow the on-screen prompt. Wow, it's kind of dark in here. Hey, who turned out the lights? Oh well, let me run with it. It says here, this article explains how to install Windows on the Steam Deck, including how to run Windows from a micro SD card and how to replace Steam OS. It says here how to get Steam Deck to run Windows. The Steam Deck comes with a modified version of Arch Linux called Steam OS, but the hardware is essentially just a handheld PC, so you are free to replace the existing OS with Windows or install Windows on an SD card or USB drive. If you choose to replace Steam OS with Windows, you can switch back with Valve Steam OS recovery image. If you install Windows on a USB drive or SD card, you can switch between the operating system freely each time you boot up your Steam Deck. Looks kind of dark in here, but looks good. But anyway, it'll light up in a minute. Says, note, if you're installing Windows 11, TPM is needed to enable in the BIOS. If you have trouble, make sure your Steam Deck is full updated, because it didn't originally comes with TPM support. There. Alright. Looks kind of dark in here, but hey, why not? Anyway, it says here how to dual boot Windows and Steam OS on a Steam Deck. You can't dual boot Windows and Steam OS on a built-in Steam Deck storage, but you can if you install Windows on a USB drive or a micro SD card. If you only need Windows when your Steam Deck is stationary at home, preferably plugged into a power dock, then you can use an external USB-C drive. If you want to access the Windows on the go, then the SD card is the most convenient option. It says how to boot Windows from an SD card on Steam Deck. Alright, here are the steps. Look good in the dark. I'm just messing around. It's in your play here. It says here, create a bootable Windows USB drive on a micro SD card. Step 2. Connect the bootable USB drive to your Steam Deck or insert the bootable SD card. Alright, keep going here. Step 3. Make sure the Steam Deck is turned off. Step 4. Hold down volume and press the power button. Step 5. Select the USB drive or SD card. Step 6. The Steam Deck will boot into Windows. Step 7. Then it says, note, the display will be sideways at this time. Then it says step 7. Follow the on-screen prompt to complete the Windows setup. Yeah. Then it says step 8. When the Windows desktop appeared, navigate to start settings, system display. Then step 9. Select display orientation landscape. Then accept the change when prompt. Step 10. Open Edge and navigate the Steam Deck Windows page. Step 11. Download the APU driver, Wi-Fi driver, Bluetooth driver, SD card reader driver, and both audio drivers. Step 12. Install the driver and you will be ready to use Windows on Steam Deck. And it says here, note your Steam Deck will boot into Steam OS each time it's turned off and back on. To return to Windows, hold down the volume button when you push the power button and select SD card in the boot menu. And it says, okay, how to install Windows on a Steam Deck. You can also install Windows directly on your Steam Deck, but doing so will replace Steam OS. If you download any games on your Steam Deck, made any modification, set up any emulators, or made any other changes, that will be lost when you replace Steam OS with Windows. You can switch back with Steam OS later using the Steam OS recovery image, but that is essentially a factory reset that will require you to set up your Steam Deck from scratch. Now, it says note the Steam Deck is capable of dual booting, and that feature will eventually be available via Dual Boot Wizard in Steam OS installer. And it says, here's how to install Windows directly on your Steam Deck. It says 1. Create a Windows installation drive. 2. Turn your Steam Deck off. 3. Connect your installation drive to Steam Deck via USB. 3. Note, it says note you can use an adapter if necessary. 4. Hold down volume and press the power button, then release the button. 5. Select EFI USB drive. 6. The Steam Deck will boot up with the Windows installer active. Verify the language and tap next. And then it says 7. Tap install now. And 8. It says note the display will appear sideways at this time, but you can change it. It says 8. Enter a Windows activation key and tap next, or tap I don't have a product key to proceed without a key. And then 9, it says choose a Windows version and tap next. 10, tap next. Then 11, tap custom install Windows only. 12, tap drive 0 partition 8, then tap delete. You can then select drive 0, unlocate space, and tap next. And then it says warning, Steam OS will no longer work after you delete drive 0 partition 8. So make sure you really want to install Windows directly on your Steam Deck before you do so. If you change your mind, you'll need to restore your Steam Deck using a Steam OS recovery image. Oh, by the way, that's the sun outside doing that. Says step 13, follow the on-screen prompt to complete the installation of Windows. Step 14, when Windows installation is complete, the Steam Deck will reset. Step 15, follow the on-screen prompt to complete the Windows setup. Step 16, when the Windows desktop loads, navigate to Start, Settings, System Display. Step 17, select Display Orientation, Landscape. 18, open Edge and navigate to Steam Deck Windows resource page. And then step 19, download the APU driver, Wi-Fi driver, Bluetooth driver, SD card reader driver, and both audio drivers. And it says install the driver and you'll be ready to use Windows on your Steam Deck. Then it says why install Windows on a Steam Deck? Steam OS is great at running games. Heck, it's capable of playing a lot of games that are only playable on Windows. This is thanks to Proton, which is a compatible layer that lets you run Windows games on Linux. There are a lot of games that run flawlessly in this way, and a lot more than run pretty well. but some games you need an actual Windows environment. If you play one or more of these games and you want to play them on your Steam Deck, then you will need to install Windows. Installing Windows on the Steam Deck also allow you to install other digital storefronts like Epic and Origins, and play games play games you own through those platforms on the handheld. If you have a lot of games and those platforms, then you'll benefit installing Windows. Aside from games, installing Windows on the Steam Deck also turns your handheld into a portable Windows PC. You can plug it into a monitor via HDMI cable, connect a Bluetooth mouse and keyboard, and have access to Windows on the go. If you have any app that don't run on Linux, or you just aren't comfortable with Linux, this may be an alternative option. And then it says here, why can't you dual boot Windows and Steam OS? You can dual boot Windows and Linux, so it might come as surprise you can't dual boot Windows on your Steam Deck. The truth is that it's actually possible, but the process is very difficult and requires a lot of behind the scenes work that just isn't viable for the average Steam Deck owner. It said two big issues are that the Steam OS take up the entire internal drive with its own partition when it installed. Both the Windows installer and Windows updates can break the bootloader that necessary to dual boot. There are ways around these issues, but they aren't worth the trouble for those average users. Installing Windows to a micro SD card is easier option. And see here, it says here how to install. It says how do I install this? How do I install? I'm gonna save that for another video. But anyway, that's the end of the article. It's kind of dark in here. That's the end of the article. But that's how you install Windows on your Steam Deck. The process is pretty simple, and I'm going to leave the article in the description box, and you can look at it for yourself. But installing Windows on a Steam Deck, it's a step-by-step process before the process is complete. And your window might be sideways, but you can change it back to the normal size, and then go on from there. But other than that, you can run Windows and Linux on the Steam Deck, and there's benefits that come with both. You got GOG, Origins, Lutris, Epic Store, Game Pass, Amazon. Yeah. The Steam Deck is a really good handheld, so it gives you the option of using Linux if you're comfortable with it, or if you're not comfortable with it, you can install Windows. That's the benefit, and then go on from there. So the Steam Deck is pretty good, man. It's a real good handheld. So Valve did their homework on this. Now, one thing they got to really fix is the dual booting, because in a desktop PC, dual booting is easy. So I'm kind of surprised that it's, based on the article, they're saying that it's kind of difficult. But for me, since I'm used to building PCs, I could probably do it. But dual booting should be much more easier on the Steam Deck, because if it's easy on laptop, easy on desktop, and the Steam Deck is a portable PC, then it should be easier on the Steam Deck. But I think in the months to come, weeks to come, I think Valve is going to address this when it's all said and done. But other than that, Steam Deck, it's good. It's a good handheld. I mean, good gaming device. Give you choices, when using Linux, when using Windows, and yeah, a lot of games to play, both on the Linux side of things and both on the Windows side of things. So either way it goes, it's a win-win situation. You're not losing. Anyway, I'm gonna leave this video for y'all to enjoy. Nice talking to you people again. Chris, still a Star Wars and Star Trek fan. Board, dark side. Go. Peace.